Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Agago, yellow. Museveni, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Your Excellency, you are most welcome. Thank you very much. God bless you, the people of Agago. Vote for NRM and all the candidates of NRM. Thank you.
Kopango, Ruakme, Agago. Irio Mabel. Apoyo Teach. The Vice Chairperson, NRM Northern Uganda.
La lobko won kom papati mi ko malami Uganda.
All the other leaders.
Lutela mapat weng iruomu.
And the people of Agago.
Kidong luak weng Agago.
I am here to brief you and ask for your support.
Eno bino kain kanyangu ki lok matino tino ki lego twak ki botu.
On the achievements of the NRM.
En mirum poyu jami mabejo ma NRM otiyo.
And the plans
Kidong
of the NRM.
Kidong plan mukene mano NRM tiekere.
The NRM has been active on the politics of Uganda, in the politics of Uganda for the last 65 years.
NRM ubero katich matek iwibie mi Uganda pi mwagadong piara bichela bich mukarangej.
In the manifesto which they are going to bring to your villages,
Watieki lok magi choyo piny mar giluoni manifesto pa NRM kibikelo botu ichara chela chel.
we have identified 7 points.
Watieki tien lok abiro mapat.
Contributions in the last 40 years by the NRM to Uganda.
Jama biro mapat ma NRM otimo ye botu annually mi Uganda.
The first contribution has been peace.
Gina chiel mabe ma NRM otimo okelo kuch I Uganda.
As the other speakers said before me.
Kit machalo jomo kene mo bero ka loko ma NPA bino ka loko bero ka wacho.
You the people of Agago are some of the witnesses about the lack of peace, what it means.
Ni un jo mi Agago moko cha den ka kuchpe unu ngeo tian loke kit matek kere.
This area suffered from rebels
Kany mapat bene ki adui
and cattle rustlers.
watie bene ki jo magi lukuo diang.
The last time I came here I was in Balege, which is not far from here.
Niano ma arabino kabiro make luoni bar lege pibo ka ki kany.
And we discussed the cattle rustling problem.
E bino kap lokom lukuo diang ki ken ki peko magiti ka kelo ne botwa.
What I discovered was that the army had the capacity to control the cattle rustlers, but they were doing what you call in our language here, Bango Kwon. They were Bango Kwon, the rebels. they were Bango Kwon, the rustlers.
Ni ene bini no ni lo moñti ke kero me joko lwen po jong ma yelo wani eto kar do ke lo moñi geti Amerika chamora ki bango kwon ka chel ke ko joye.
When you want to eat food,
Ni ke miro chamo dere
you must make sure that the food it has got sauce.
Kay miro chamo dek mire ne dek benetie ki bene kwon benetie.
And has got some water.
Pia mara bene miro betie.
So to wash down the food.
Bene miro no ki luok dek ben maleng.
Otherwise, even food can cause you problem, even if it's food.
Ni pero bedo tie ke chamo dek chipi maro pi.
So these soldiers were bango koning these people.
Eno wayan lo moñi no mergeti Amerika bango ka kwona ye ko jong.
They were tiring our soldiers by making them walk on foot, what they call fatanyayo. Fatanyayo, just following on foot only, without using the whole capacity of the army.
Ni gen mer no tiga lopo ko jong ke keno jong karo gen beru weg ti agwa ko jong lopo ko ara ye kun mir no goti ke kero ge weng mi ti ko lopo jong.
I even heard there are still some few cases near the border there, but all these I would have to find out why they are not finished completely.
Ni en yang ni furu eno jonga chela chela futi ga yelo wa mir ko dere ni yang pingo pia guti ko loke wen.
Because we have the capacity to finish all this.
Ni gine tiki kero mitie ko loka yela po jonga wen.
And that time when we were in Baldegi,
Ik are no mano wano tie ibara lege.
the commanders who were involved brought very clear cases of not serious management.
Ni jolo lu diru moñ mano gelo yo moñ karano go kelo lok mogo mano pi lok makonyo.
Because some of them said, you know, these cattle rustlers, they are no longer staying in kraals, they are staying in the bush.
Ni gieno berka wachine ne ano we. Ena lokki we magi kwalo diange dong pegi bere gangi gen dong tika koy mere luma ye.
But if they are staying in the bush, they are easier to kill. Because they are isolated, you can see them.
En machar la dir lobe we ka dong gen ti lum dong bera dada. Do ti nek gi ku no.
We have capacity to see them by air, by UAVs.
Wano tiki kero mi neno ki kiwi yamo ki dege ki mi neno ki drone we ki nek gyo.
You, the press, show these people my UAVs. Where are the UAVs? Bring them up. The one for just the press. Bring it up. Bring it out here. The UAV.
UAV tikwene.
They will bring it when they are ready.
Kado ti rere chi ubin kamaleng.
So, we have been able to bring peace because we built up a strong army and a strong political party.
Ni gien mo wero NRM o kelo kuje Uganda loro pien gien o wero monyo beru lu mony matera dada ki dong bena gien o wero party NRM o chung matek mi konyolwa.
All of you have contributed to peace.
Ni wono chung kanye wen wono yo bena wero kutie.
Because you bring information about the troublemakers.
Pien wono beru kami ongechi kom jo makela yela bodlo wotgi.
So therefore, by NRM believing in the politics of unity, not believing in the politics of sectarianism, we have been able to unite the people politically, but also build strong national institutions such as the army.
En gino wero NRM piye lok mi apora pora. NRM miro lok mi ripe. Wero kubere NRM o chung matek mo geru pati pat ki dong bene NRM machalo patu chung matek mi neno nene ki kelo don lobi Uganda.
We don't care about your religion, we don't care about your tribe, we don't care whether you are a man or a woman. What we care about are your actions.
Nik gin ma NRM timo pegi par kono yin dini ni oberu mene, kono yin lego kwene, kono yin pati no berango ero gin ma pire tek loya ye ni in miere bet dano abe dok matiu mabe.
And that's what Jesus taught us.
En no ye Yesu fonyo wakere.
We shall know them by their fruits.
Yesu wayne wabingeo gi kinyigi.
So that philosophy of non-sectarianism, of unity, has enabled us to build a strong party, national, but also strong security institutions such as the army, the police, the prisons, and so on, and also other institutions like the civil service and the judiciary.
Gin mo wero en lok mana NRM tuye lok mi ripe lok mi ma wero NRM gugwero pati NRM matek Uganda pian peki poko dane koni ni beda choli lao teso eto gin nero dano weng maroma ni manlo NRM wero pati NRM chung matek ki dong beno wero muny bagamente o chung matek adada pian peki yer ne bono man ko malo man ko ping ki choy mer lu munya ye matek wero bene chalo police, chalo prison, chalo lumon, jo ene wenti uchung matek pia NRM miro lok mi ripe kachel.
We have got capacity to control security completely. The issue of the elephants, those ones are easy to control because the electric fence controls them. I don't know whether the Minister of Tourism is here.
Minister mileti kan ni kake keru waya mama electricity ye wego liej pe bino ka yelo dano liej bena mire ke jogo beri pak po bina yelo dano minister maneno lokom le initi kan is here, Your Excellency.
Let him come and tell us what is the problem.
Ni minister ko bino wachi u ngoma wego liej fur yelo u kun mire ke ket waya wego jog liej.
This is the junior minister, the assistant minister.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. What we are doing, we have 292 kilometers of boundary, both Kidepo National Park and Karenga Community Wildlife Area. Because of your directive you gave us last year, we are going to do 100 kilometers of that fence, starting from Karenga. And we've started work, Your Excellency. And we'll also cover this area.
You have already started?
Yes, we've started from Karenga, sir.
Very good.
Thank you.
So,
Your Excellency, let me interpret that. Minister maneno lokum le mano beru minister matidi eno wajuni gin en adir lobo golo ora ne miro ki fencing kama leti ye ki debo kuja ci gin dong gin bi keru fence kilometers maromo 100 mineno nene liej po beru tie ka yelo dano kan dong gi cha ko ketu fence ne okay site me Karenga ki bi keru watung kan weng wek liej po yel dano.
So we have the technical answer. The electricity shocks the elephants and they go away.
Ni kay nem ke kero pole eno ni waya no ki match electricity kali yo chok match electricity go liej doko e pa.
I would worry if there was no technical answer, but there is, and we have started.
Ni kano emno chune poro kano jame mope majogo lene eto kit match electricity jogo lene oni en chune technique bilar loa.
And where the electricity fence has been put, the elephants don't go.
Ni kama don ki kero pole ki waya mati ki match electricity do ye liej dong pe karo ki kuno.
Not only here, but also Queen Elizabeth and the other areas.
Ni pe bene kan ki ken kakamo ken wen chalo Queen Elizabeth kakamo ken wen male ke gwa yene bene kuno ki gene neno kama ki kero ye waya mi match liej pe karo dong.
So therefore the NRM has capacity to ensure peace, meaning no war, but also no insecurity.
Ni NRM tiki kero mineno neni kuch obero tie eto pe bene kuch ki ken ya ba NRM tiki kero mineno nena yela mo ki ken obero pe.
I have seen in the brief here, I have got a big brief here, area by area. I've seen that you still have what they call protected corrals here.
Ni ene neno game make choyo ki mine o ti madira dada ino ne kan fuleti ki wakogeo ya cool madir.
I didn't know that you had those corrals because I had guided long ago you cannot have protected corrals.
Ni eno pingeo ne ki kai ne ki kero dia o ti o e community ki gorgeo ka chele ya cool la chele ene no pe mero ne ki tim kameno.
We had protected camps of people, but not cows.
Ni encheng dano beri ikam eto pe dia miro beri kam.
Because people are people, they are intelligent, they can stay, they can bring food and eat there.
Dano tiki riako mapat giromo word chero no cham chero timo gin maye mero.
But the cows have not gone to school. They are not intelligent. And they charm a lot of grass. So if you have protected corrals, where will they graze? If there are too many, the grass will be very rich. So the answer is to eliminate the troublemakers so that the cows graze.
Ni dongin mana la gam metiako lok yo we ye metiako enjo akwalo dia wane. We dia what free agonya.
That protected corrals was introduced by one of our commanders called Semakura because he had heard of it in northern Uganda and then he wanted to do it for the cows. The people can be in protected camps, but not the cows. Cows must be protected separately, differently.
Ni commande ne mone ki luone sama kula yo bino en ki lok eno ne ke go dia yo kam. Eto en pe miro dia miro gula gonya dana e ro bi kam pien dana miro ke gware ti ki riya ma pat dia ngeche mo pe ke tue dia ye kam.
I will discuss with the commanders.
Ene bi loko kilo diro monye.
Because the cattle thieves are actually easy to deal with. They are not like stealing gold, which you can put in your pocket.
The
cows are easy to follow. What you need is quick alarm from the crowd. To the command center. For the UAV to come. There has been theft of cows in Patongo. Then the UAV comes. And even at night, they will follow them. And then you can follow them and hit them, either by armed. Then somebody tells, you know, these cattle rustlers are now clever. When they steal cows, they put them in the vehicle. But do the vehicles fly? Vehicles, that's even easier. If you put them in the vehicle, then I control the roads. And it is true, the cows which were being stolen here were being taken to Karerwe. In Kampala. So I will discuss with the commanders and I help them to sort out this. This is a very true problem. So the army has already stopped war. There will be no war in Uganda. I saw something in the papers today that some of the political groups say they will start a war. If anybody starts a war, he will go to Gehenna. He will not go to heaven, he will go to Gehenna. So, there is Kuch here in Uganda now.
Peace here Uganda.
The second, you can see this one. This is a smaller one for photographs here. But there are bigger ones. They can fly by day, by night. They are flown by people on the ground from Nakasongola. They go all the way to Congo and come back. I can sit in Nakasongola and see what is happening in Congo. Now, the second achievement of the NRM is Donglobo.
Development.
You speak it better, Chori. Never. The Donglobo has got two parts. There is economic infrastructure. Meaning the roads, the electricity, the railway, piped water, telephones,
Chimma wano tikere.
Other advanced systems like internet.
Chalo internet ma ke dia ke chimme.
This is all part of economic infrastructure.
Ma ene wen ke luoni don lobu manen no kung.
So you people here in Agago
Unjo mi Agago kai.
can audit.
Uno romo nenno.
You can audit NRM. So what in the infrastructure, what has the NRM done?
Ni Agago kai uno romo kwedo ko NRM lokum don lobu manen kung gyote mo ginango.
I'm very happy to see that there is much here already.
Ni je yom mo meneno ne mach bedong tie o Agago kai waka kanyo wati.
You don't know how I struggled to bring you much.
Un pongeo ketene tuto kere me kelu mach.
I think they were Swedish. They were supposed to fund. First of all, the electricity here was stopping in Lira.
Ni mach no miero gikwa Lira.
So I had to bring the electricity from Lira further on.
And the child nano ne miero mach wa ke Lira. Ituto na kai kelo mach batungkai.
To West Nile.
Itwalo benway West Nile.
To Kitugum.
Itwalo wa yu Kitgum ge weng.
Now at some stage when we got to Kona Kirak,
Ichamo ke ichero chalo yu kona kilak.
the Swedish were supposed to fund the transmission lines to Patongo, to Kalongo, to Adilang.
Dul mo ma ke luo gene studi no miero gen ko kon ga meta ke chilling mi neno ne ke kero line mas ki kilak o cherat paton ko karo chera wakalong.
Then they said, no, we no longer want to fund it.
Go waje paton wo be mini wuchente.
I told them a proverb.
I wacho gi charolok mo matie ilo nyankole.
A cow which is not your mother's bride price. If they give you a hoof, you say thank you very much.
Nek diang mo po bero diang ma ke chwalo iko mamani kiri dong ki mini mere tu me ki kan ili bi wacha foyo mateka dada.
So we said, okay, if they don't want to do it, we shall do it ourselves.
Ena wache okay ka undo kwero mini wachile wano bitimo ki komwa.
And this is where I want you to understand the importance of prioritization.
En gino wero ku bere ene mite wano nyang mabera dada lok ma ke wayne teach kore ki kore.
That word, tikore.
Ni en kom lok ena yedong teach kore ki kore.
The problem is when you try to do duchu.
Pero do bikate ke tawni bitimo jami weng le wachel.
Yes, all of them are good.
Pian jami ne weng bene gere be.
Please, that's not realistic.
Eno ni ubingayo ya.
Even when you are walking,
Kiri bed bene ini tika wot.
for me to go from here there,
Ke miro wot ke kan me chero kuja.
I can't say because I want to walk fast, I put both legs up.
Ne endo pe wa ne pe hatika ruona miro woro yor chitu ke yilo tiana rio weng mal la wachel.
I will end up hitting my buttock on the ground.
Ne be chanyo dure ngom me da.
So you must one leg up, one leg down. One
Miro-
leg down, one leg up. That's how people walk.
Miro yiri woro yiro tiana chel malo na chelo dong pen do ke kera chel pen yilo mone malo no en kera dana woro kere no.
So in 2006, I insisted that we must put more money on the roads and electricity.
Imaga liberio kabichel ene tanya ne miro ke kep chilling ma dirti lok me guru ki lok me match.
Because you know, we are bush people, I'm a bushman.
Ingeo ne ene beru dana mayro me lum ene ko me lum.
And we are very good at tikore. We know how to. But people in the town here want to do chumaberu. That's not reality.
Ne dana ki town miro me ne giti jami weng la wachel eno ne pelare ya.
So when they listened to me, we were able to have money in the energy fund.
Ikare mageno ye tameno iberu ki kero me keto chilling ilok me. Iberu dong ki kero magi ye ne me keto chilling mi match ikwanyo match ki kona ki la ubino karo ki paluo chero paton o karo chera wakutido.
And I worked on a number of roads,
Benetiu yu mapol.
like the one from Oruyo, Anaka, Kochigoma, Gulu, Kitugum, Musingo, Achori Bulu here near you.
Nene tiu yu ma aki uluye inoya bino wok gulu karo chero kit bino choli bu karo chero gulu way boda wa kit gum way boda Sudan.
So because of the quality, you now have electricity all the way to Adlang up to Abim.
Pien eni tiuk tich kore ki kore, weko mach kuber dong tiyo, chake mera ke kona ke lak bim weng wadilang weng machiken.
You have telephones.
Un beno tiki chim,
Everybody has got a telephone now.
ne dano kui dong pol dano weng welo chim mo.
You find somebody picking marijuana with a mobile phone.
Ino ngaro mera meti ang wedo mala kwang no tiga gamo wachim bene.
And she tells you here, tie marijuana maber.
Ne kanya tiki mala kwang mabe.
Because the phones are everywhere.
Pien dong chim tiyo kat mera kabiru weng.
Now, on the roads,
Lokom yodong.
we have been trying because of the other quality, we move, but then people come and divert money to other things.
Gene tiga tuto bene ye. Eto ingiu kire mera ke tich kore ki kore jo kena fudok poko chiling chwala igino kena.
For instance, you had people striking,
Ine winyo dano bedo ka timo strike.
teachers. They
Lufonye.
if you don't give us money today, we shall not teach.
Ne lufonye te wate kapede mine wachiling tin pe wabi fonye dong matuwal.
But this is your family.
Eto mano bedo lutino wudo.
We are struggling with the money for the roads,
Wen no furi tiga tuto ne kong chiling ki weke furi ki fuki gudu.
for the march.
Make palo match.
And you want salaries.
Eto yini te mero mero muchara ye.
Salaries, we were able to improve the salary of scientists because they are fewer.
Ne gino weko gene mero muchara palo fonye ma ki fonye science pian gino.
And we need them now.
Wamero ki kubedi chawani.
For some of the work which is needed now, like these roads, they need road engineers.
No pian ne kachalo ne kiti gudu no mero engineer no belo ngat matimo science.
I am somebody of literature.
Ne tikila fonye mama fonye no literature.
But if you bring me to do the road, I will not do it for you.
Kade tiyo ngato timo literature ne obiro ti gudu po bitimo kit gimo ke ken.
So when we were in the bush,
Karamano ene ti lum.
we didn't have enough food.
Gen le pe ki cham moromo.
And we were always hungry.
No cha weng no kech nego gi.
Now, if you have got little food,
Kay tiki dek manok.
you have to decide who eats this little food.
Yen mire do mok tami nga mo be chamo cham manok matieni.
Should it be the commander because he's big, his status?
Ne mire dong no kamanda yo champion ene dong ti dano madit ka kenyo.
We say, no.
Ene wache pe kamen no petimme.
The one who should eat the food is the one on duty, on guard duty.
Ne ngat ma miro ko cham dek no ngat mati ka tich mati dog tich ka tich machalo no ti gwako dano.
So that when the enemy comes, he fires and we wake up.
Manyor la muny mati ko ka gwako dano mati ba luenye ye kala mono biro chielo no miro bet ke kero.
It doesn't mean that he's the most important, but at that time, he's the one we need most, the one to alert us.
Petian loke no eno ni kene ngata pere tere ere picha eno ni yor no pere tere we ko mede.
Or the one you are sending for reconnaissance to know where to attack next.
Kidong bene yomo kena mano chelo lo kweda magin ngeo ni aka eni mer ke chiel kaka cha eni mer ke chiel bene.
Now, if we get, that's how we survived.
Ene kita wano ko kede no.
By emphasizing what we needed at that time.
Mit neno nene wa kero wa wengi jome mama mere cha money.
And scaling down on the other things. We need them, yes, but not now. The one we need now is the soldier who is going to reconnoiter where we are going to attack.
Jome madong no mete ma pere tek lo ko beda ye no lo muny. Chalo jomu matimo ki kweda ni kaka eni ba pero tika kanyo chero chiel kakuja.
So, because of not tikore, that's how we delay on these roads.
Ni pian pendo ke tika tich kore ki kore wego wagale ki tiji kom yo mugo matikanye.
But I think now our people are learning from their mistakes.
Eto kubede dong jo wadong tika ngut dog tika nongo fon dong ni woki pero mageno bedo ka woki ye.
They will listen to my tikore.
Gien dong kubede tika ye tamay mayene wayne miero ki tich kore ki kore.
And we can do more of this work.
Ti dong babete mo kuri tichi maduong adada.
So this road will be done. It's already in the program. The road from Gulu, Awere, Konakrak.
Ne yone dong ki kere polan pagamente. Yoma aki gulu bina were chero kona kilak.
Then from Konakrak, Patongo, Karongo, Adirang, Abim.
Yo madong ake kona kalak bino paluo kar paton chero kalon bino do chera dilanga bim.
I know these roads myself.
Enengyo yo no en kikome.
Now, the one of who have already come up to near Puranga from Masindi.
Yo chel mono tiga awaki masinde pot kuja do bino dong chok opera.
Now we are going to do also Puranga to Achoribur.
Ke beno dong gene be meru wiege be kwanyo ki puranga ke yobu guru chera chera wachole bu.
But I appeal to even the population
Ene logo bodlwa.
to accept the principle of kore tikore, because that's how we can do things decisively. Instead of, because when you try to do, I think they call it in Luo, actually poro.
Yes, ne en bene lego won luak. Ne o ye weke ti kore ke kore. En to ke tawo ne ki for matiri tiri ma ki fora ni po bi romo wa mabe.
When you do you call it, how do you pronounce it?
Foro.
When you do poro, you don't conclude anything. You touch here, like now. We have poro from Renkunyu, Apache, Aduku, Lira, Puranga. We have poro.
Ne ko bede ne gene tika for ti ja fora. Gia ki masindi pot ki bino Apache ki bino karo ki kwa ni akenyo bino lira ugik pura gene fora mati tiri mo kenyo.
We have not even reached Achoribur. We are stuck there now. We are looking for money now.
Ne gene giko pura dong gene mogo kenyo kurigite yenye dok chile weki kwan ki pura o Achoribur.
But if we had said, salaries, please wait. Salaries, wait.
Ne kano wano ye wache kong wek mloke mo chara ko chung.
And other projects, wait.
Projects mo kena bene kong ko chung.
Let's first finish this.
Ne kong wati ko yoni ene Achoribur.
It will be finished.
Kong lo ko bere yono tum wachon.
So even the population should not put pressure on the leaders to pour, because they put here, then they go here, they go there.
Ne wa wan luak. Pedong beno wa ket pressure ma tek to toile kom lo tela. Ne ke o meru gini. Che donc before ma de tiri ko are po binen.
And the leaders also fear
Lo tela bedong no luo.
to advise the people, say, please, this is not good planning.
No dong bene lo tela luoro mi otambo lo luak maka megini nemba ene piketa ke planning kere ya.
We in the army, we are very good at that kore tikore.
Ni kien lo muny mere wa giri be mai lok me tich kore ki kore.
That's how we have been able to give you peace.
En kito wero gene mi okere kuch bora nywele mi Uganda.
Even today, I'm coming from Gulu,
Tinde benene aki gulu.
Gulu barracks.
En biru gulu barracks.
My soldiers there are still staying in grass-thatched houses in Gulu barracks.
Ne gulu mati sitene lo monye makuno furgitiga beri ot lum mate tiano ne.
I think you have seen them staying in grass-thatched houses, even in other areas.
Ni uno beno neno neno ke wangu jone futi ot lum.
You think we don't want permanent buildings?
Itawo ne mon pege mero ot make geru mate.
But we can't manage to afford all that.
Pian gen furi pege kero metti mo jeme no weng.
So what do we do?
Ti do ngoma watim.
Kore weapons.
Mi la gamme dong tie teach kore ki kore.
Weapons. Now that's how I have these eyes
En gino wero kuberi tiki wang.
to see everywhere in Uganda
Mi nem no kabiru weng mi Uganda gina na ne tok malo ne.
with UAVs.
Ki gin ma ke luone UAV gin ma dong ke menyo kama papat weng.
When we were in the bush, we would emphasize the rifle and the bullet.
Karma no ene ti lumi no gina kero chwingi yelo e yemo duro ki recharge.
Clothes, if you get them, you put them on.
Bon kay no irugo.
If you don't get them, you go with even somebody with torn trousers can shoot you and you die.
Ne kiri ka pende no kiri ka long mado yech kay rugo ko me chero ka lwen ibit ngato rugo long mo yejo bicheli ne rebene.
So, Dongrobo, physical infrastructure are moving well, but we can move better if we prioritize.
Ne lok me dongo lobo watiga wot mabe ero bi woro mabera dada ka wa ye ne ke ti kore ki kore.
Then there is social infrastructure.
Ki dong me na mario teach me don lobo mape ko nen kung.
Schools and health centers.
Chalo lokom gangkwan lokom otyat.
The young chairman briefed you when he was speaking here.
Chairman wa mafudana matiri ni obero ka wache loko maere tikany.
I'm very happy to see these young chairmen. There are so many everywhere in Uganda.
Ni ye yo madame neno chairman mafutiri kaman gente o kabero we Uganda.
Wherever I go, I find them there now.
Ne ko nyoni kap kamo ke kitira ye we bi no we ko me papate don wen jo mateno.
So he told you the schools.
Wache loko mgangkwan.
We shall continue expanding the schools.
Ene bi mede ki gero school.
But also some little advice there.
Iteke la tam mo matetiri mamire mi ka kenyo.
This whole file is about to Agago.
Ne warga ene ke na pages a bichi wengte a loko Agago ke ken.
Everything is here, but I don't have, we can't go through all of it.
Ne jamme meke choy loko Agago wengti kenyo pero mo wote ye weng kachela chel.
Now, where I need to advise you,
Kakameta mi ye tam botwa ye.
the government primary schools in Agago are 112.
Next school primary magamente yiloyo yagago ti mia chiel kapara rio.
Agago has got 117 parishes.
Agago tiki parishes mia chiel kapara bero.
So, the schools are almost equal to the parishes.
Ne school dong chok Roma ki parishes.
But in the file here,
Imwaga bit mukarni.
the parishes with the primary schools
Parishes ma tiki primary school.
are only 42.
Tie parishes pierangwen we are rio ke kane tiki school primary pagamente.
There are 75 parishes without.
Parishes maramo piera biro we are bit peke school primary pagamente.
Which means there are other parishes with more than one.
Manyurne parishes mo kane tiki school mer maloyo maduong makarachel.
So this distribution,
Mane don't kita no ke biro ka poko kere ke school.
I've told the Minister of Education to check with even other districts. I have found the same.
E wacho gankal madit maneno lo kumfonye mi neno kit mi poko ne mabe. Pe ya gawo ke ken eto district mo kene.
Why can we not insist on having one government primary school per parish and then we go to another one like that one?
Pengo pe kong dong wano ket ni ki pok ti choma rom. Parishes weng kong dong gunong school pap. Gamente mi primary weng.
The secondary schools we have in Agago are 9.
Watiki school mi senior pagamente yagawa bungwen.
But I can see plans here,
Iti aneno plan matikai.
the more schools,
School mo kene manyen.
Lokore,
Lokole ki bikere ye school.
construction underway.
Donc ki chok chako lok mi gedu lokole seed school.
Lapono,
La
Seed
Pono
School
seed school.
is completed now.
Donc ki tiro ger La Pono seed school loko.
Kotmore,
Kotumo seed school.
construction underway.
Ketika ger ne furi.
Wall, construction underway.
Wall seed school bene ketika ger ne.
Lamio,
La Mio seed school.
construction underway.
Ketika ger ne.
Omia Pachwa,
Omia Pachua.
construction under the way.
Ketika ger ne.
So on. So we are continuing. But
But
I think in future be very strict.
ni
Don't put more than one in one parish when the others don't have.
ni ya nyimi be bero kitich matek meneno ne paris achiel beru ki school pagamento achiel. Where paris is well known.
Then on the health, to the same story.
Bene lokom yorokom en loke wen wor marom.
We have, let me see the health centers.
Futika neno health center.
The Agago has got 26 sub-counties.
Agago tiki sub-county Pierre Rio we abichel.
There is one health center 4
Health center 40 achiel.
and 12 health center cities.
Health Center 3 ti apar ariyo.
So therefore, 13 sub-counties do not have any health facility of either health center 3 or health center 4 or a hospital.
Tien loke tien ni sub-counties apar adek pe ki or yat pagamente romi Health Center 3.
Now, this is what is planned.
Ene dong gin makuri ketika planning.
Upgrade Patongo Health Center 4 to a general hospital.
Kimiro ne ki met rompa Patongo Health Center 4 kuchetwa district hospital.
Upgrade Paimor Health Center 3 in Agago North Constituency to Health Center 4.
Kimiro ne ki met rompa Paimol or yat Health Center 3 kuchetwa Health Center 4.
Upgrade Alopo Health Center 2 in Adlang Sub-County to Health Center 3.
Kimiro benane ki upgrading Health Center Chiel ki adilang me chere Health Center 4.
Upgrade Achuru Health Center 2 in Agago Sub-County to Health Center 3.
Kimiro ne ki met rompa Health Center Rio mati achuru mati ageo ne kuchere Health Center mi adek.
Upgrade Obolo Kome Health Center 2 in Agago to Health Center 3.
Obolo kome oriat Health Center 2 kimiro ne ki met rompa chere Health Center adek.
This is in Agago.
Ti Agago sub-county.
They say trading center here.
Ni Agago trading center mati Agago sub-county.
Upgrade Otumpiri
Kimiro ne ki met rompa utumpili
Health Center 2 in Ajali Sub-County to Health Center 3.
mati Ajali sub-county kan mi chero Health Center 3.
Upgrade Gere Gere
Kimiro medo rompa gere gere Health Center 2.
to Health Center 3 in Gere Gere Sub-County.
Mi chero Health Center 3 mati gere gere sub-county.
Upgrade Kuyue
Kuyue.
Health Center 2
Kimiro medo rompa Kuyue Health Center 2
in Kuyue Sub-County to Health Center 3.
mati Kuyue sub-county wego chetwe romi Health Center 3.
Upgrade Amiel Health Center 2 in Lapono to Health Center 3.
Kimiro bene medo rompa oriat Health Center 2 mati amiele ila pono sub-county wego chetwe Health Center 3.
Upgrade Kokir Health Center 3 in Paimol.
Kimiro medo rompa kokil Health Center 2 to Health Center 3 mati Paimol.
Upgrade Okwadoko.
Kimiro medo rompa oriat Okwadoro Health Center 2.
So all these are the plans.
Michiro Health Center 3 mena ye plan pagamente mati Agago.
This whole file is full of those.
Ni kartaja beach enone wen pongi lok enone minano nekiti utich egone.
Now that is social infrastructure.
Mena ye oberu tich man kiti magamente tiu mapinen kunku.
And all together,
Jame no weng
they are and Donglobo.
enone kiti te tich makeluone dongo lobo.
But now,
Eto
so
kubede
the NRM is always very clear.
ni NRM ni an weng gen tie matam gitie ma leng.
Yesterday I was in Kitgum,
La wo e be de Kitgum.
and there's a very nice tarmac road from Kitgum now to Gulu and beyond.
Ni la wo e be de Kitgum lam ti mabera le dai Kitgum ma chero gulu.
So I asked the people there,
Ene penyo jome Kitgum.
at night,
Ne ki di wo
do you sleep on the tarmac road?
ni wono burmare lam ma megune.
They all listened to me. Then they said, no, they don't sleep on the tarmac road.
Ne gen wanyo winya chigo wate wan ge wapu buri lam.
I said, where do you sleep?
E penyo gini ti do buru kwene kono.
They say, we sleep gang.
Ne gene buru gang.
So that means we all go back to our gang.
Ne tian loke no tiene wan weng wabi dok gang wa.
Now, when you go back to gang,
Ka de un dok gang.
the chan you left in the morning
Chan me weko gang ku dikune.
is still waiting for you.
Inoti ka kuri gang.
And it says, Apoyo Bino,
Chano be watching out for your duogo.
we are still here.
One get of a furuti kind.
You left us in the morning,
You work a wagera kind ku diku.
we are here.
One furuti.
You have been on a good tarmac road,
You know better ka what ke lam makili o maleng.
You have been where there is electricity,
beru be kama ma link to ye
but we Chan Pacho
wano chan furu dongo gi wagang
is still there.
wan furu tie.
So that's why from the 1960s, we were very careful. You people, because many people were really wasting time.
Eno wego woy ci akay mara pierre bo wen wiye ene beru may tamo ma bera de dane wan mero wa bed ma wariak mada.
And I told them, I said, you are misleading our people.
E wati bot jo magoy plan e wunu tia doro jo wa marach.
They come, talk, tarmac roads, what?
Yen biro me loka guru ke ken kono guru ko mach nga gi.
But Pacho
Geno wego peko mati pajo
is where I stay.
kama ana beri ye gang.
I don't stay in the tarmac road.
An pa ko gere lam ma ke furuni.
So what happens in my home is what is very, very decisive.
Gin madong pere tek loya ye gin mati me gang mana beri ye.
The Yoma Bear, those are important.
Yo ma be meno be gere.
But Pacho.
Ento gang.
So that's why we said we must add clearly another target, Lonyo.
En gino were wacho jona ni utim be o med loka tiel ma pere tera ye lokom lonyo.
Lonyo is yours.
Lonyo uberu megi.
And so is Chan.
Wachan we uberu megi.
Donglobo is ours.
Don lobo beru jem ma megwa wen.
So this message,
Loki enene.
in the 1960s, for us, we started long ago.
Imwaka piera bung wen wiye ene beru ka loke chako wachon.
That's why we disagreed with some of these old political parties.
En gino wero gino poke ki jomo kena makuru chako pati ma meg gini.
Some of the people listen to our messages.
Jomo kena winyu loke ene bera loko.
There are people, for instance, in Bundubujo.
Jomo kena ma gentie karmoja.
Bundubujo.
Jomo kena ma ti bundi bujo.
Let's see whether I have their recordings here.
Ne jomo kene ma gentie bundi bujo imero neno ka duan gi mage recording ti kany.
Nisie Katuro Bernard, wikazi wa Kanyantoa village, Paris yanje ni Nyaungu ward, Gomboro, uganyikere town council, district ya Wondebogio, ndi mulimi. Nkatandika kulima ekoko ninali muto, musiregune ni eka 12. Nkatandika na kuhera eka 5. Natura na gwongera na kabone mugaso gwekoko ngwakana nongera musiregune nkagulima mu mirumo 3. Mirumo 3 dumbi gwatandika kuntweseri. Nkatandikira akoko nkenke yage na nena kura ateni ndi mu mwaka nkutayaga season ya mwaka ni meri season yone nili mu meri ya 5. Neri musanju ni off season kubaga noya mu nkenke okwezi ninoga tani 3. Tani 3 atisawe nekoko 12 kitundu oye milioni 75. 75 oziobusifuna uzikozesa deni beite kukarageri maximum ali obukugulya kamtwaro kumwe na kichweka koko sienka kitanka kuiguliri ya silingi 25 esko na tandika ateni ndio bukuparative siasie nkutulukiriaga koko yanje mu cooperative ya Bukwe cooperative ateni ndi saving yeyo utandika kweli kwe 11 kwikianende ndi tinka guli kokweli nde muko tekereza kuigulia mukuni kweli kwa katana
Now,
niko nitunge.
These are farmers
Mano beru lufu.
from Bundubujo.
Magen aki bundibujo.
Bundubujo is very far from Kampala.
Bundibujo bo moke Kampala.
It is on the Congo border.
Ti border mi Congo.
But you see how they are earning money
Nero kita giti anongo chile nkere fu.
from cocoa.
furo rimoni ma luoni ko koane.
He's speaking in the local dialect there,
Tika loko lep tugi kuno.
but he was saying that he earns about 75 million a year.
Eno wayoni ki koko neni ene no chiling maromo million pier biru ya beach imwaka chiel.
This is far, far, far from Kampala.
Bo mo ki Kampala en bundi bujuno.
Now, if we had time, we would see his house and so on. Let's see another example
Ni kano chawa tie kono kwa neno wa ote mugero.
in the cattle corridor.
Doki nen ngara chiel mukene matika kama ke gwoka yele.
Eba, nuko itandichil. Tataka andagin tu bafuja talo bon hagwachidan. Meirisa, zakanya, nagurama taka, nyusenazo, zankwaririn kwenda, zakshubitiza abana bihereze, turiho kabanza mu nyankore naje nahindura nk'umwata ngo nzungu nuko zahanyuranye nazitunga ati zungu zo ndisumute.
On our farm, we collect over 900 liters of milk per day, and a liter costs 800 shillings, which is approximately 21 million per month.
Now, this man here
Lacho enene.
is not a Jomukwano.
Lacho ne po kwano.
He's a villager,
Oberu la charo.
not educated.
Po beno kwano.
But he listened to our message
Uwinyo kere loke mene bere ka loko.
and he abandoned the poor machon of cattle keeping
Uweko lok mi fu yo machon mi gwoko le.
to poor manyen
Ki fu manyen.
of dairy.
Mi gwoko dien chak.
And you hear
Uwinyo.
he's selling 900 liters of milk per day.
Tika chato chak liters mia bu ngwen iniana chiel.
And the price there is low
Wel chak kuja tila peny.
because there's a lot of milk in the area.
Pian chak timo pol tutwale area no.
So the price is 800 shillings a liter.
Kuno ni chak lita chiel ti chiling mia boro.
In other areas, it goes up to 2,000.
Area mokene lita chiel ti wea liwario.
But still, he gets good money because he has got a lot of milk.
Ni food still en nongo chiling madbe pien en tika nyato ne maduong.
He gets 21 million shillings a month.
Due chiel no chiling million pierario wea chiel. Kichak.
In a year, he gets 250 million.
In mwaka chiel no we million mia ki wie.
And he has changed his life.
Uloko wakwana odong.
You see the house he's staying in,
Ine odong ot ma en beri ye.
a modern house.
Ot ma nyen ma kunyoni ni.
And he has got solar power on the modern house.
Dong tie wa ke pawa bene gene tike gin ma ke luoni sola e ote.
And he has educated those children like that girl who is speaking English.
Do fonyo lo tien ne chwa lo tien ne gang kwan gu kwan o chala nyago ne ma domo le mono ne.
But he's doing all this when he's far away from the tarmac road.
Tika Timothy ne ke kama bora de da ke kama lam tie.
Tarmac road is like 70 miles from where he is.
Kama enti yene tamak road yo ma ke le ye lam tier kilometers piera bero.
So this has been our message all this time.
Ene yo beru lok ma ene bere ka wachu pikara ni duju.
Let's see what some of our people here have done. If there are
Kong wan
some-
nen kong jo wa mugu matung kany bene guti mungo.
Yeah, Nana Mercy.
I am Anena Masi.
Until a poor boy sent a loyal kind.
I'm a tailor in Royal Trading Center, which is in Laguri.
The Guru village, Ayila Parish, Guru sub county. Amor district. Kari muno foot piano PDM no atie berugang.
Oh, before getting PDM, I was at home after my senior 4.
Nge ang benagang project ni PDM o chian ba no chian ani.
After PDM came in, and then I was able to be given 1 million from PDM money.
Beru makali wario ki piario ya ngoyan.
It was the year 2024.
Ka piaro fully dwe ma bor ani wa mu kar ani.
I planted groundnuts in August,
Aka dek
3 acres.
ya kwanyo mu ma kwanyo beru ka ver piara dek we bi.
Oh, after harvesting, I was able to realize 35 bags of groundnut.
Ma charo beru million ario kali mia chi.
After selling, I was able to get 2,100,000 shillings.
Beru ko no bana kwano kuju chon.
On top of that, I was also able to study tailoring as a course.
Ma tigi sarana rio in.
I was having only two sewing machines, these 2 Singer sewing machines.
You don't am ma char ki fully na wilo ki machine me maj any me locking the bar.
After selling my G-nut, I was able to buy the baby locking machine
Well me alimi abong wan piara bor we bi.
at the cost of 985,000 shillings.
Dana mukana wilo ki diela wilo diela rio.
Other balance of the money, I was able to procure 2 goats.
Diela rio na wilo kiana rio ni wai wel malimi a chel piara bor li piara bong wan piara bong wan.
I bought them at 180, the cost of 90,000 each.
You don't want mati any bati pa na ki chana oni duwe ki duwe li piara wan piara wan.
This room we are in, I also rent it 40,000 monthly.
Dana mukana mai ki stock mukana ki wilo. Itanya limi a bi.
Some other balance of money I was able to add with my stock at the cost of 500,000.
Mukana do konyo me wilo je mati tiang me konyo am ki ga.
Some other thing I have already used it to support me at home.
Now,
Yeah.
that is the story of Anena.
Mena yedo beru lok panena.
She got 1 million last year
Uno million achele mwaka mokaro.
of PDM.
Ki chilling me PDM.
She planted groundnuts 3 acres.
U pero full eka sadek.
When she harvested, she got 35 bags,
Karama kwanyo ki poro no bag piara dek we a beach.
and she sold them at 2.something million.
O charo uno chilling million ario ka limia
So
chel.
the one who had borrowed 1 million already had 2 million plus within a few months.
Ningat mudeno million achel pe duere manonok no dong tiki million ario ki wiye.
And from the 2 million she bought that machine which I didn't know myself, that sewing machine which is they call for what? For locking or for what?
Ni en ki kom million ario muno ne otiyo kere mi willo machine money. Ni machine no mono ti mi locking ti mi ngoy. It's for locking, Your Excellency.
Very good. I'm learning new things. I didn't know that one.
Ni en no pinge o korigin no fude ti afonyo ne afonya.
And she bought it at 900 something shillings.
O willo we will me chilling ali mia bung wen kigimo.
Cash.
Ki kom chendre dong ki come.
And she bought goats.
Chi do willo diagi.
And she's also hiring a room where she's selling at 40,000 a month.
Tika chulo ot kama dong en kuberi chare ye ko bongi wel me ali piara ngwen.
Which is 480,000 a year.
No magachel wel ot ti ali mia ngwen e piara boro.
So these examples should encourage all of you.
La kori la nyut ene miero ko mi kero bot wan weng.
We are continuing with PDM.
Wano tika mede food ki PDM.
We may even have to put in more money
En bedong nene bi kero chilling maduong bene do PDM.
so that it covers more people.
Wek dong gudar mapola dada.
But for now,
Eto piku bedene.
I will add another 15 million
Piku bedene bi medo million a para beach.
for the leaders to borrow from.
Bot lotela me legone.
Because now we are not allowing the leaders to borrow from the PDM.
Gen petika yeni lutela good den chente ki PDM.
the local leaders.
Lutela maping.
But we also want to start a fund for the church leaders in their dioceses and the Muslim districts.
Ni gen bene mirni gichak chente pi ludirodini.
So that they can also engage in wealth creation
Wek gen bene chak tiyu tij me nyayo lem.
if they want.
Ka gimero.
Then the cultural leaders,
Lutela mete kwaro bene.
also their fund, a fund for them.
Chilingi bene. Tie.
Then we're also going to start a fund for the university leavers.
Bene gina tia keto chiling pilotina mano tiro university.
If you have left university for 2 years, you have not got a job, you should go to that fund.
Ne kateke tiro university beru magario mapina oti chere gam chente magi dikarone.
So what we want
Gina wa miro
is to get rid of poverty.
mirne waluanye komchan.
I really get very concerned when you hear the testimonies of these young people
En me tunye tinge mada kai winyu chaden pa yo matitiano en magitika mione.
who get 1 million for the first time in their lives.
Mano no million achel tian me achel kuone.
There are so many of them. I have them in my video here, but I don't have time to show them to you.
Ne gene teki kuri jono madua da dai video maka megelo tiano matitiano mano guno million achel tian me achel.
Therefore, from our program of our manifesto of 7 points,
Ki dong ma lukke ki manifesto pa enare matiki tian loka beyero ne
all of them are in that manifesto.
loki wengti manifesto pa enare.
But now I brought you three of them.
Ene kwanya kanyik loka dek ke ken ki manifesto kom loka beyero ne ye loka ye.
Kuch,
Lokom kuch,
Donglobo,
lokom dongolobo,
and Lonyo.
ki dong lokom nyayo lonyo.
3.
E loko jema dek ki ken.
There are 3 other points
Points a dek mukene.
which I spoke about when I was in Gulu.
E beru ka loka ye karmeti gulu.
But they will play them for you on the radio so that you can hear.
Eno dong ki beru ka tukudwane radio wek uno bet ka winyo ne.
But before I conclude,
Mapia ene tiyo loke.
I want to add another point.
E mero medu lok mukene dore.
Kwan Nono.
Lok mi kwan nono.
From 1996,
Uchake mwaka pira bungwen wiya bichel.
we introduced UPE.
Ene kate ki lok mi kwan lumuru.
UPE was supposed to be Kwan Nono.
UPE no miro bet lok ni kwan nono.
Students study free in government schools.
Mi miro no ki kwan nono school pagamente.
It started well,
Uchake kong no mabe.
and I have now got many children, many young people who provide witness that they came up because of that free education.
Jolo tino mapol kubedong tika mi uchaden ni gien kwan o tiro kwan gipi kwan mi nono eno no.
But the school authorities started bringing back money.
Ero doke lu diro malo school dok ko chako dugulok me chulo chiling o chen.
Manok.
Ni chiling manok nok.
Started with lunch money,
Ni uchake ni kel chiling me cham.
then added. Now
Yo tiro medo.
there's no more Kwan Nono now.
Kubedong kwan nono pe.
I'm not happy with that
En ye pe yom kuro iloko.
because
PM
many of you are now Luneko, so many children.
ni kubedong watika nekolo tino mapol loko.
Uneko.
Ni watika neko killing.
Yes. If you don't allow children to study, you are killing them.
Ni kapete ye ni lo tino ko kwane tika nekolo tino.
So when I saw this, I said,
Ni karma ni winyo loke chi wati
let me organize some resistance.
Ni mire jem kong doi loke.
So I started the skilling hubs.
Chi were ne chako lok mi kwan nono school me teaching.
Because with the UPE, I had so many other people.
UP tiki down ma pola da.
The DEO,
Ni kono gato mo ni kilone dio.
the head teacher,
Kono mo ni kilone teacher.
the PTA,
Kilone judul mo ni PTA.
the foundation body.
Ni mo ni bedo kilone foundation body.
All those are not convinced about my plan.
Ni jo ero ni weng pigi tika ye loke mi kwan nono.
But there's one area where you put me where I am the only authority.
Nika moni unu kero en ma en kene ido itiki twere ye.
When you voted for me in 2006,
Kara mo bolle kui maga.
2016 and 2021.
Kara mo bolle kui maga libario ka bichel ka para bichel ki piaru wachiel.
State House is under my control.
State House don't tie bore ene ilo State House.
So I use State House to say,
And
let me show these Ugandans
ene ti uki State House meni wachi wega nyuti ki Uganda ni
that Kwan Nono is possible.
ni kwan nono timme.
So I started skilling hubs.
Ichako lok me kwan nono me mi riego bod lo tiano di ero kirti ching.
And my graduates here,
Lo tiano mala go kwana yo ding gulu ni giti kany.
Tiekan,
Lo tiano unu ti kany.
where are they?
They are coming, Your Excellency. They are here.
Oh, my bear.
Man be mada.
I want two witnesses, one girl and one boy.
Ene miro chaden ke bob jo ario ke ken nyaga chiel ke woba chiel.
Atama foyo la dirlo mati kienwa. An kinying kiluana limo Fiona. Aki sub county makiluani parabon ya Agago district. Ikarama winyu kwan meno no mala dirlo bo hero makiluani industrial hub. Akero we are paying ni pa kwano abi erugin eone ni ning. Ka tiara body Peter Hardy see. Away mama gin eni teni ning. Ke o teta proceed ne. Kita mira what kere. Wega da atiara guru. Achati teaching makiluani hairdressing. Kuberi chana chiki saluna kiluani mama weave. Amiu the service madwali da kere bedi bakwano atiara kuna no le mwana makuno beretie. Where ya da beru ki nuang tui. Atem level la rio way. Level ma ki luani modla. Ki level 1. Where kar ma be arina no His Excellency the President of Uganda. May God bless you abundantly. Because of you I am here.
Why had you left school?
I left school in primary 4.
You left primary 4 speaking the local language.
Agiro kila ngwen ki kunu da tiero pian ki fonyo le mo we ngeo mo ko manam na.
Why?
Pian nyan ma chula pere.
Chete pe. Oh, Marachi. Okay, the other boy now.
Afo ila diet lobo.
But before this one, Lakwara, how rich are you now?
Me? Like in a mount? Ramon Uchian Ali Mia Bitiel, come Jame Machar, only weave, Kidong ye with Dharma Kerugi.
Oh, in a month, out of the weave for the hair that she sells and dressing women's hair, she can get 600,000 per month.
Oh, my bear. Apoyo. The boy.
NRM oye! President Museveni oye! Kikanyi akilon NC Okelo. Aber Latin kwan mokwano a third intex actually presidential industrial hubs. Uyi wega for la diet lobo. Akwane department misu making. Uyi wega for la diet lobo pingej momina. Anagiro kwan mawo mabubana orwenye kone karmi lwen pakon. Anagire P5 a primary 5. Ani karma la diet RDC mamega ka chiri kama soro fiza omina form mabere kerme form inini umia kare me chirgo gankwan a chira bergi kerme kwan inini teaching inini pedwe bichel umira white lo inini ichana ma lo inini atima bed mapira ani chana tigi wa mayu ke chia era wilo material wa ke Kampala atawne la diet lo ke ye let me present for you my shoe which is actually made out of my hand work.
Very good. I will pay you.
Thank you, sir.
But the other boy yesterday cheated me. He sold me at 500,000. Do you have a shoe 500,000? Okay, I give him 500,000 also.
For your matek, try la dit. This is and nice tools, and more than one. We say, man, no, through the skills, man, okay, actually don't know presidential industrial app. Afo matter. Alego rubani, committee wa didwa ini kero, mi wakale do tina bulu, kuberi kero mi lobuko, pan ini. Atika lega bonda diet. Katwere, you expand it to the district level. We have Latino Matia at the grassroots level, very good opportunity.
My people pay for my shoes. It is inflated price, but I don't mind. Apoyo Rutino, Apoyo, you go and sit. This one left school at what time? At what class?
The boy P5, the girl P4.
Go and sit. But pay them, pay him. I want him to be paid now when I'm seeing.
Ne cham chana pe ke chul mai ne no.
I want to pay him here. Why are you taking ages? Now, you can hear the witness of these young people. You count the money. Thank you. Now, you can hear the testimony of these young people. Their future had been destroyed by charges in government schools. One had dropped out at P4, one at P5. So, we are conserving ignorance. How can this be? Now, these people were as if they didn't have any value. But by training them just for 6 months, you see what they are doing.
Any training, John, do a bit like an erdinet genalotin. Nano. Yopo dogola, yopo kom, timojema pat.
Some of those products which they are making here in Gulu, we have been importing them from China. From Dubai. From Italy. Now these your children are making them here. So therefore, in the coming government, I want to really to agree all of us, without pulling and pushing, without that we provide free education in government schools. And that's why I had made the schools day schools. The primary school per parish. And the government secondary school per sub-county. My economics of education was for children to separate studying with eating and sleeping and all those issues.
En mir ne lokom kwan ki poko e lokom buru lokom cham ki lok mukena ka lok me kwan mir lo tieno ko nge kwan ne ken.
Because the main thing about education, about school is kwan,
Gin
education.
mapire tek loy lok me fonya ye kwan pi cham ki jem mukena ne.
You can eat at home.
Ini romo cham giri ki gang.
You can sleep at home.
I romo buru bene gang.
As long as the school is near,
Kate kat school tie kamachok.
you either walk or cycle to the school, study, go back.
I romo wara chere school nye ngwajo ki lele chere school chino I kwano.
So that the little money the government has
No dong tie loke ni chilling ma tiri ma gamete ti kere ne.
concentrates on building classrooms,
Gamete dong no geru gang ot kwan.
building laboratories,
Gero dong kama ke lutino kwana ye teaching.
libraries,
Kama lutino neno kwana buke ye.
teachers' houses,
Gedo ori palofonye.
and pay the teachers.
Ke dong chulo mochara palofonye.
And maybe textbooks.
Ke dong willo bure malono lutino kwana ki gang kwan.
But if you include boarding and so on, then it becomes very expensive for the government.
Ka dong wa ne ben lutino buke gang kwan dong wele dugu tek bot gamente.
That's how you end up with the children of the rich being the one to study.
En gina uno weka dong lutino palolonyo ke kene ye kwano.
And all these children drop out.
Ti dong no lutino palo chan dong weko kwano.
This is very dangerous.
En on raja deda.
So I appeal to you all to really be of one mind on the issue of free education.
En do ti lok bot wane wan wen do bet kita ma chele ken ni kwan lu muro do loko du kwan mi nono.
Now, finally,
Lok mi a git kene dong.
on the issue of Lonyo,
Lokom lonyo.
there was the issue of the destruction of cows in Lango, Teso, Acholi by the rebels.
Ni lok mo katini diay pa chuli lao kite so bale lok me luwen pa dui.
And the wars
En luenye.
and the cattle rustlers.
Kidong lok ka karamo jong mano kwalo diay wa.
In the past, we tried to do restocking.
E karmo karanget gita one kong kitim lok magamente poko diay dogot ki dogot.
But as we were restocking, some people went to court.
Magene chak one dong ki chak miyo diay ot ki ot yo keno chere kot.
So the court came in and said there were people who should be compensated.
Kot do bino way jo man nok kene miyo ke chulgi.
People don't normally compensate for war
Dano juju pe ke chulgi pi luwen.
because war is chaotic
Pian luwen do biru gin ma balo dano.
and it destroys so many things.
Balo jami ma pola deda.
It destroys life,
Luwen balo kwa
property,
balo jami
time. People's time get lost.
balo chawa.
So that's why we're thinking of restocking.
En gino wego en de te tamone miero don ki mi dien le muro bo dano.
Yes, we lost so many things, but let's start with the restocking.
Da gera wana ruwenyo jemi mapol. Ero wekong don wachak ki mi o dien bot lwa.
But because we didn't want contradictions,
Pian ne pe wa mero ni wabal jemi mogo.
I kept quiet and I gave a chance to the lawyers.
Ene lingo mot ti mi o kare ki lungol kop.
And we started giving them money.
Chako mi o chiling bot lungol kop.
159 billion.
Million mia chele piera bicha bungwan.
But when I checked,
Ere karma dong ene neno.
and I started getting information that there's a lot of core.
Ende chako ngiyo ko chiling ende chako nungo ngeche kuo dong duo yeda.
So I called a meeting
Ene lungo kachoke.
of the leaders in Teso, Lango, Acholi.
Ilungo kachoke kilo tela me ya chuli lao kiteso.
I said, what do we do? Why don't we go back to restocking and have a flat figure per household, per homestead?
Ni pengo pe dong wadogo chene lok mi poko dien le muro. Manor ot weng no dien marom.
Then I suggested a figure of a beach dako, a beach dock.
Ni ene kapte ki wel dien ni dien mi robera bija o arachiel.
So when the people had this in Teso language, actually they supported it.
Ni kare madano wunyi loki teso lao kachuli guchi wako loko lumuru.
So when I got a report from the committee of Teso, they supported it.
Kare mano report ki kumite mi teso guchi wako tam enoni.
The committee of Lango supported it.
Kumire mi lao guchi wako lok enoni.
Now in Acholi they supported it also.
Ya chuli bene guchi wako loko bene.
But they added that in the case of Acholi,
ni kero gendo ko meru gimoni pi achuli.
The war had lasted longer.
Luanyo ri kany matera dada.
And it was there all the time.
And luanyo ti ugakany kar duchu.
And in the other areas it was like a spillover. So it was better to do both in the case of Acholi, to do the 5 per household, but also compensate the other ones who had been identified.
Ni Acholi kibitiu ki plan ario weng joma chon no ki chulu gine ki mede ki chulu gi joma mukena ni weng go bino dia biji ora chela.
So me, I was very happy because at least all the areas had agreed on a beach per homestead.
And ye Yompian area when ye locadia beach or Rachel.
Now this is good because now that's a minimum.
And only ye yom, no bed of bear, pian meno dia beach conyola.
Then the other variation by the Acholi, I've told cabinet to study it, to see how it can be done, and to see how to avoid any nyenkos involved in that.
Ne proposal pachule ne kiribet ori weng no dia bida bit achul pajomano chono actually what that compensation komedeni ene chwa loke ching cabinet ministers me nano loke wek lok me nyero pogo donye dore lao keteso.
So I'm busy with the campaign, but I've written to the Prime Minister to follow up the whole thing.
And get a tear or busy kuberitie look me campaign, ere choy waraga dong both Prime Minister ne onen kit me tiako loko.
But the young 5 young per homestead is very good.
Ero look ni dia biji or a chela me look ma bera de da ene chwaka de da.
You have seen how these young people like Anena, we are very happy with the goats and so on. So you can imagine if each homestead has got a dog, cows, they will be very happy.
Ni no nena mahaka mor na ne kita ye yom kerege ni kupi lokom jige mo welo ke cheleng PDM ka dong dano ora chela no dia bida big dong beru bero mene.
Now let me conclude with my own wealth creation, small, in 4 acres model, my model farm in Lango.
Eno waje de mero gipo loke ki fu make luoni fu eka ngwen eto no kwa ko fu ma pat weng mati lao kan.
My name is Dr. Maurice Uchem. I am a commissioner by appointment, deployed at State House, and I've been assigned by the President to execute the 4-acre model. And I've put them so far in 10 regional zones in the country. Now, the 4-acre model is an idea conceived by the President to guide our farmers on how to utilize their small acreages of land so that they can earn more money through intensive farming. And here we are talking about enterprises that have good yields and high income for the household. So we have the fish farming, which is one of the enterprises that can be done near the water without interfering with wetland and tampering with water flow. Then we have the zero grazing unit. On the other side, we have the coffee, we have the banana, and also a household needs food crops as 1 acre plus fruits. So this idea of the 4-acre model is to support income for the household. And as I will go into the small mathematics, you will know that it's capable of pulling somebody out of poverty. Now, specifically on the fish pond, here is about 20 by 50 meter pond, 1,000 meters squared. After finishing the excavation, we stock 10,000 fish. We feed it for about 8 to 9 months. In the north, which is warmer, the fish grow faster. And in the west, which is a little cold, you add 1 more month to reach the same grams. So by that time, the fish will be about 800 grams to 1.5 kilograms. In the market, the fish which is 1 kilograms or 800 grams here cost about 10,000 shillings. So having stock here 10,000 fish, by 10,000, somebody will get 100 million in 1 year. And then when you subtract other cost of managing, which is roughly 30 million, somebody can be able to save 70 million on this fish pond.
Now you can.
And this size we can.
You can hear now yourselves. Your chairman was saying that there is so much PE can that it is disturbing our roads. And that the water table is near the surface. Now we are going to use that water table to build a vast fish farming industry. For you people. The fish ponds are expensive to make. You may not be able to make them yourselves. But the government will make them for you. And you run them. You can hear from a fish pond of 20 by 50 meters. In a year, I get 100 million. This is my state house farm. Not by leg, there's another one in Lira University. Near the industrial hub of Lango. Because the industrial hub also, I want them to learn agriculture, manyen. Pour manyen with chura. So you earn 100 million, and when you deduct costs, you remain with 70 million. So we are sitting on wealth here. So these are the points I wanted to present to you today. Kuch, Donglobo,
Lokom Donglobo,
Lonyo, Kwan Nono,
Kidong Lok me Kwan Nono,
and Pur Manyen with Chura.
Kidong Lok me Fu Manyen, Kichura.
With these few words, I ask you to support the NRM as you did in the past, but even more now.
Niki lok me lok manok kitiga leguno mede kichwako NRM kiruchwake karmachon erdo med chwako malaman.
So that we continue.
Wekwa mede kitich.
Apoyo matek.
Foyo ladiro foyo.
NRM oye.
Oye.
Agago oye.
Oye.
Acholi oye.
Oye.
Uganda oye.
Oye.
Apoyo matek.
Foyo.